Pancasila, as the sacred agreement of the Indonesian nation. Definition of sacred agreement. A sacred agreement is an agreement considered very important, encompassing various aspects of life and involving many parties. This agreement holds significant value for all involved parties, is universal, eternal, and binding. The values contained within a sacred agreement are usually fundamental and serve as a common foundation to achieve mutual goals. Historical roots of Pancasila. Birth of Pancasila. Pancasila was officially introduced by Sukarno on June 1, 1945, during a session of the Investigating Committee for Preparatory Work for Indonesian Independence, M.Pd. Consensus and Agreement. Pancasila was formulated and agreed upon by Indonesia's founding fathers as a compromise to unite the diverse ethnic, cultural, and religious groups across the archipelago. Pancasila as a sacred agreement. 1. Symbol of unity. Pancasila serves as a unifying ideology for Indonesia, transcending ethnic, religious, and cultural differences. 2. Philosophical foundation. It is regarded as the philosophische Grondslag, or the philosophical foundation of the state, ensuring that all state decisions align with its 5 principles. 3. Mutual agreement. Pancasila emerged from mutual respect and agreement among Indonesia's leaders and diverse social groups, making it a sacred covenant, perjanjian luhur, that must be upheld and respected. Pancasila as a sacred agreement. Pancasila is regarded as the sacred agreement of the Indonesian nation because it is derived from the socio-cultural values and traditions of Indonesian society. Pancasila was collectively agreed upon by the entire Indonesian people as the foundation of the state and a guide for national life. Pancasila consists of 5 principles that reflect the fundamental values of the Indonesian nation. 1. Belief in one Almighty God. 2. Just and civilized humanity. 3. The unity of Indonesia. 4. Democracy guided by the inner wisdom of deliberations among representatives. 5. Social justice for all Indonesians. Pancasila was ratified as the foundation of the state on August 18, 1945, by the Preparatory Committee for Indonesian Independence, PPKI. This ratification affirmed that Pancasila is a national consensus that must be upheld by all Indonesians. Functions of Pancasila as a sacred agreement. As a sacred agreement, Pancasila has various crucial functions for the national and state life in Indonesia. Here are the main functions of Pancasila. 1. As national identity. Pancasila shows the unique characteristics and personality of the Indonesian nation that distinguish it from other nations. The values contained in Pancasila reflect the character and culture of Indonesian society. 2. As national ideals. Pancasila sets the goals and direction of the Indonesian nation's struggle to achieve welfare, justice, and progress. These ideals serve as motivation and guidance in various national development efforts. 3. As a source of legal order. Pancasila serves as the normative and philosophical foundation for the administration of the state and the legal system in Indonesia. All regulations and policies must be based on the values contained in Pancasila. 4. As a philosophy of national unity. Pancasila functions as a worldview and values that can unite the diverse ethnicities, religions, cultures, and regions in Indonesia. With Pancasila, existing differences can be harmonized into unity and harmony. 5. As a guide to solve various problems. Pancasila serves as a guide in overcoming various issues faced by the nation, from political, economic, socio-cultural, to defense and security problems. The values of Pancasila provide direction and solutions in facing these challenges. Pancasila in the modern era. 1. Foundation of national law. All Indonesian laws and regulations must align with Pancasila. 2. Moral compass. Pancasila acts as a moral and ethical guideline in addressing contemporary challenges such as corruption, inequality, and intolerance. 3. Educational curriculum. Pancasila is taught in schools to instill patriotism, unity, and respect for diversity from an early age. Pancasila as a sacred agreement in practice. 1. National commitment. Every Indonesian citizen, regardless of background, is bound by the principles of Pancasila. 2. Prohibition of contradictory ideologies. Any ideology that contradicts Pancasila, e.g., extremism, separatism, is considered unconstitutional. 3. Continuous reinforcement. National campaigns, educational programs, and community initiatives reinforce Pancasila's role in everyday life. Conclusion. Pancasila is the sacred agreement of the Indonesian nation, resulting from the collective agreement of all Indonesians. Pancasila serves as the foundation of the state and the nation's ideology, derived from the socio-cultural values of Indonesia. As a sacred agreement, Pancasila has several important functions, including national identity, national ideals, source of legal order, philosophy of national unity, and a guide to solve various national issues. Therefore, Pancasila must be practiced and preserved by all components of the nation to achieve a better Indonesia. Pancasila is more than just a set of principles. It is a sacred agreement, Perjanjian Luhur, that binds the Indonesian nation together. It represents the collective wisdom, unity, and aspirations of Indonesia's founding fathers and continues to guide the nation toward harmony, justice, and prosperity. Maintaining and internalizing Pancasila is essential for preserving Indonesia's national identity and integrity.